straight out to Paul Williams joining me right now. He works next to the Navy Yard. He hears the gunshots. Paul, thank you so much for being with us. What did you hear? What exactly happened, Paul?
Well, as I was coming to work around 8:15 this morning, that's when I was listening to music, and that's when I overheard like 3 loud bangs. At the time, I was not sure what it was. There's construction going on in that area, so I just thought
so
it's probably
loud bangs, because some people claim they heard like pop, 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 but you heard loud bangs over the music you were listening to, correct?
Correct.
Okay, then what happened?
After I heard the bangs, again, I thought nothing of it, so I just continued walking on to work, and then maybe 20 to 30 seconds later, that's when I saw a mass group of people, like 100 people running towards me. I figured I would just fall in line with them and just run with them. Maybe once we stopped, I'd ask some questions about what was going on. I ran with them. I was turning back around, trying to see what was going on back there. I saw a police officer, may have been a security guard, and she was saying, you know, run, there's a shooter, there's a shooting, run, go, continue going.
Is that when you first realized that the sounds you heard had been guns?
You know, I actually, still at that point, I did not put that together, because as I was getting closer to the building, I heard a fire alarm. So I was assuming they were running for a fire. But as she was saying shooting, I was even more confused. I was like, is it a fire or a shooting? I was very confused at that point. Once we got about a block away, I asked someone, I was like, you know, what's going on? What was happening over there? And he told me that there was a shooter. A guy came into the building and just started shooting.
Okay, so you're pulling up to work. You're listening to music. You hear banging, 3 bangs. You don't know what it is. You're not concerned. You suddenly start seeing people running. You wisely run as well, still not realizing it was gunshots. Now, did you ever talk to any of those people? What were they saying?
Later on, it's funny because I don't work with any of those people. Actually, I work next to the building, but I don't know anyone
right.
in that building, I guess, specifically. So I was just listening to them talk to their loved ones on the phone, just saying that they were okay. Asked them, you know, what was going on. They said a guy came into a building and was shooting, but they also seemed honestly just as unclear as I was.
So it was just confusion. Now, you say that someone, a police officer or security, was saying, run, there's a shooter?
Yeah, she was saying, run, there's a shooter. And at the time that she was saying that, she also was in, you know, looking around the corner, kind of like the person was behind her. She was in more of a protective stance, trying to look around the corner, but she actually went back into that building, went back into that area. And I hope that she's okay, because I never saw her come out. I was actually looking for her. And at no point while I was out there waiting, I never saw her again come out. So I hope she's okay.
With me is Paul Williams, joining me live from D.C., heard the gunshots, saw people running out, and wisely began to run with them. When you look back on it, Paul, and you realize what was going on, what are your thoughts?
It's still, I guess, maybe I'm still cloudy about it, still confused. Obviously, my heart goes out to the victims and all those affected by this tragedy, which obviously would be the nation, the whole entire area. But just being a normal Monday, just listening to music, and I just thought it would be a normal day, and have that, literally it changed from my walk to the car till when I heard the sounds, it may have been a 3-minute time period. And so in 3 minutes, basically the entire, I guess, my entire day, you know, changed, and I mean, more importantly, obviously, the lives and time of those people affected as well.
You know what, Paul Williams, you're echoing something I've heard and experienced from so many crime victims. What starts off as just a normal day suddenly turns out to be a day that you will never forget the rest of your life when crime touches you. We are live.